Okay guys, welcome back for another video. And on this video, since it is tax season, I am going to share with you on this video, provide some training. And this is a hypothetical situation that I'm going to share with you, but I'm going to show you the potential of why what I've put together with this Wealth Building Asset Club, how you or anyone else can become a millionaire just referring to people. Now this is a hypothetical situation, okay? We don't live in a perfect world, but numbers don't lie. I'm going to share with you why this makes sense, of how by referring people with this simple little flyer that I have right here. I'm going to run some numbers for you guys and show you the potential you have with this to make over $1 million per year with just a handful of people, not that many people at all. And why this concept I've put together is superior and makes sense over a lot of other things that are out there, okay? And the reason it makes sense is because you don't need a lot of people like a lot of other things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this video up, and members that have participated in this or will can send people to this video and share this video for people to see the potential and the true power of what we're dealing with here. Okay, so I will also put my email in the description box below, and you can email me to find out what this opportunity is, and you can also put the member's ID number that referred you in the email as well. But first of all, let me run the numbers here, okay? Now, since it's tax season, you don't need a lot of people for this to make decent, what I call finder's fees. Let's say, for instance, you come in and to this opportunity on all 4 levels, okay? So the levels are, and there's a little bit of glare here, but that's okay. So level 1 is 150, level 2 is 250, level 3 is 450, and level 4 is 1050. So if you add these up, 1050, 450, 250, and 1050, you guys are going to see that that's $1,900. One time out of pocket is the key word, okay? But remember, this video is being produced in February, so right now is tax season. Right now is one of the best times in the year for people to do this. Okay, so let's say you did that one time out of pocket, okay? And let's say this. You're always in spot 1. So you hold a position because you came in at $1,900 one time out of pocket on levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see that? And you are in position number 1 always. Now let me come over here. Let me come over here. And the positions fill when you refer people 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? So the first person you refer does the same thing. Now remember, this is hypothetical, but I'm going to show you absolutely why this will work with the right people seeing what I'm going to share with you guys. You refer one person at 1900 that takes a position on all 4 levels in position 2, in level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? One person right there. It could be Bob, Joe, Mary, Sue. It could be somebody you've done business with in the past. It could be somebody you network with in any other home-based business or opportunity. You simply send them here to this video, and my video does the explaining for you. So you don't have to explain it. You just say, hey, check out this video. Give me your opinion on it. You refer one person here. Okay? Now, let's say the person you referred in spot 2, 2, 2, and 2. One person. Watch this video and see the big picture. And they go out and refer people, one person as well. Okay? So, let me show you here. This one person goes out and refers one person. Right there. Okay? Because this is the pay line. This is where you get finder's fees. Not on level 1 where there's 2 people. Level 2 where there's 4. 4, 4, 4. Okay? This is where you get finder's fees for referring people. Okay? So this person goes out and gets one person. As you see in the spot 4, which is their number 2 position, but since they're in your team here, the first person they refer is going to come into spot 4, which is your pay line. So they referred one person at $1,900. So that position number 4 in pay line number 1 triggers a $100 payout, as you see right here for you. And in position in pay line number 2 for $250, it's going to trigger a $200 payout, a $400 payout, and a $1,000 payout, which total $1,700. In position 4, 4, 4, 4, because the person that came in position 2, 2, 2, 2 in all 4 pay lines for $1,900 one time, they did the same thing you did. Okay? So that triggers $1,700, folks. You paid $1,900 to get in, so you've almost broken even with just one person. You help that person in spot number 2, the same person in all 4 pay lines, do it again. That triggers another $100 payout. $200 here in spot 5, $400 here, and $1,000 right here. Another $1,700. Now here's where it gets good. I know there's a shadow here, okay? But you literally, folks, have referred one person personally, right? One into spot 2. And that person in spot 2 has referred 2 people in spots 4 and 5 on your team in each one of these pay lines, right? So $1,700 and $1,700 is $3,400, okay? Now let's minus the $1,900, okay, that you originally forked out or paid in to be a member for this activity. You'll see what this activity is when you request this flyer from either me or the person who invited you to this video. But with you referring one person that refers 2, on your pay line, you've received 2 payments from 2 different people in all 4 of these pay lines, which total $3,400, minus your $1,900 to originally get in, which leaves you, okay, we're going to go ahead and subtract the $1,900 that cost you to join, which leaves you with $1,500 in your pocket, because we subtract the $1,900 it cost you to join. And that leaves you with $1,500 you've made by referring personally one person in this spot 2. Right? Let's continue. So now, you go out, you find one more person. Remember I told you guys the spots fill 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7? That's if you personally refer people. Listen, you've only personally referred 1. The reason these 2 spots have filled in all 4 pay lines is because that person in spot 2 has gone out and referred 2 people. 2 people, 2 people, 2 people. And this spot's 4 and 5. Okay? On your team in each one of these levels. Okay? So now, spot 2, 4, and 5 are all filled in these 4 levels, these 4 pay lines as I call them. Okay? Now you go out and you refer a second person. Okay? Into spot 3. Because spot 2, 4, and 5 are filled since this person went and got 2 people. So the next spot to fill is spot 3. You see that? So you go out and find a second person that sees this, the big picture of what we're doing here. They come in on all 4 levels for $1,900, folks, right here. See that? 150, 250, 450, and 1,050 added up. Numbers don't lie. $1,900 one time out of the pocket for all 4 levels, and they come in position 3, 3, 3, and 3 for $1,900. And this person here could be Joe. So Joe takes a position in your pay line in all 4 levels. So now you have spot 3 filled, and Joe goes out and does the same thing. So he finds 2 people, which triggers 100 in spot 6, 200 in spot 6, because the payout here is 200, 400 here, and 1,000 in spot 6 in level 4, which is 1,000 payout. Okay. Now, he does it again and gets another person. 100, 200, 400, and 1,000. Let me switch sides again. For Joe filling spot 6, in level 1, it's a $100 payout. So 100, 200, 400, and 1,000 for spot 6 being filled in all 4 of your pay lines, right? So this 1,500 profit you made so far, you just made another 1,700 for spot 6 being filled, and another 100, 200, 400, and 1,000, which is another $1,700. Okay, so let's add this up. Simple math, 1,700 for spot 6 in all 4 levels, and 1,700 for spot 7 being filled in all 4 of these levels for Joe getting 2 people. That's another $3,400, folks, plus your $1,500 from the person, let's call her Sue, coming in on spot 2, getting 2 people in spots 4 and 5. See that? So Joe with 2 people made you $3,400. Plus the $1,500 from Sue is $4,900. Now remember, we subtracted the $1,900 already. Okay, when Sue got her 2 people, that left you with, right here, $3,400 from Sue minus $1,900 for you coming in on all 4 pay lines leaves $1,500 from Sue, net profit. But we have another $3,400, folks, that came in from Joe. So $3,400 plus the $1,500 net profit from Sue is $4,900. Right? 4,900. Now it's getting exciting. Watch this. $4,900. We've already subtracted the $1,900 for you to come into this program on all 4 pay lines, because remember, it's tax season, right? Sue and Joe did the same thing because it's tax season. Folks, do you realize that $4,900 came from you only referring Sue and Joe in spots 2 and 3 on all 4 pay lines? You've only referred 2 people, folks. You don't need an army of people in this. 10, 20, 30, 50 people like an MLM. Nothing against network marketing. But you need an army of people to make good residual income. You referred 2. You've made $4,900 with 2 people. 2 that see the big picture, that do it one time out of pocket. Now something happens here after these positions 2 through 7 are filled. Remember, you're in spot 1. Of the $4,900, folks, what we do is we re-enter spot 1. because there's no place else for anybody to come in each one of these phases. Because you're in spot 1, spots 2 through 7 are filled now, remember? So now, to make this again, the 4,900, it's actually going to be more the second time around because we don't have to deduct the 1,900 again. That only comes out one time out of pocket, not the second time around. Because what we're going to do from the $4,900, and this is the key, from your profit, not out of your pocket, we're going to subtract $1,900 from the 4,900, right? And it's going to leave us with 3,000 bucks. Why? Because we take out from the $4,900 $1,900, and we take a position again in levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $1,900 out of your profit, leaving us with 3,000 bucks net profit. You see that? 3,000 bucks for a $1,900 investment. Not bad. We've already subtracted the $1,900, folks. Remember when Sue got 2? Now, here's the exciting part. This can happen over and over again with 2 people. Remember, this is a hypothetical situation. No, we don't live in a perfect world, but numbers don't lie, folks. This scenario happens again. But, the next time around, what do we not have to subtract from the $4,900? We don't have to subtract, when this happens again, the second, third, fourth time, the $1,900. Because we're not now working off of money out of our pocket, we're working from money out of profit. So, when everybody re-enters each one of these 4 phases, when Sue and Joe, in each 4 of these levels, when they make the 4,900, they're going to take $1,900, folks, from the $4,900 they make $3,000, and they take that $1,900 from the 4,900 bucks, okay? And they re-enter, boom. And they re-enter, boom. So Sue and Joe re-enter again the second time around, the third time around, into spots 2 and 3 again. These people in spots 4, 5, 6, and 7, whoever they are, whoever Joe and Sue refer, follow them again into these same positions. Okay? And you're able to make this $4,900 the second time through, the third time through, the fourth time through, over and over again of the same people. So it's perpetual. You've only referred, folks, 2 people. Right? 2 to make this $4,900 over and over again. Okay? So there you go. Now, let me show you something powerful. This $4,900, the second time through, when, Sue does this again in spot 2 on your team. Okay? 1,700 and 1,700 is 3,400. Now pay attention to this and don't miss this, okay? Sue does it again in spot 2, 2, 2, and 2. After the first time around, she makes $4,900. Of the 4,900 bucks, she takes 1,900 bucks, re-enters each phase again, leaving her 3,000 bucks the first time around. But watch what happens the second time around. Sue, the second time around, does it again. She makes $3,400. But guess what? We're not subtracting the $1,900 the second time around. Because the second time around is not coming out of pocket, it's coming out of profit, remember? So $3,400 for Sue The second time around, same thing with Joe in spot 3, 3, 3, and 3. You make $3,400 off Joe bringing those two people in spots 6 and 7 again, the second time around. And $3,400 off Sue bringing those two people following her back in spots 4 and 5 in levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 the second time. So now, second time around, we don't subtract the $1,900 because it's coming out of our profits previously from cycling the first time around. Remember, you take that $1,900, subtract that the first time around, now we're working off our profit. Now the second time around, you make $3,400 and $3,400 again off Sue and Joe. For this happening again, so $3,400 and $3,400. Is $6,800 that you see right here, because we're not subtracting the $1,900 one time out of pocket. $6,800. Now, $6,800. Stay with me. $6,800 a week times, let's say, $6,800 that you made, let's say, once a month, okay? Times 12 months in a year. $6,800 times 12 months in a year, that's over $81,000. How many did you refer? 2 personal people. Just 2 personally. That did the $1,900 because it's tax season. One time out of pocket. So over 80 grand for referring 2 people. They get the big picture and refer 2 people at $1,900. The right 2 people. How hard is it to refer 2 people at $1,900 when you find the right 2? You see, numbers don't lie, folks. They never have. It's people that screw this up because you have to find the right 2 people. How long is it going to find the right? Is it going to take for you to find the right 2 people? Well, we don't know. Maybe you already have those 2 people lined up before you even participate or join this. And you're going to get the details about this when you email me to request a flyer from either me or one of my team members with their ID number. Well, let's take this a step further. $6,800. Okay. And you can back the video up at any time to see the numbers I'm doing here. The $6,800, if you did that 12 times a year, once a month, it's over 80 grand, right? Now, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth time through, $6,800. But what you gotta realize, guys, is of the $1,600, we need to subtract $1,900, which leaves us with $4,900. So actually, we need to subtract the $1,900 every time we recycle, the third time, fourth time, fifth time through, leaving us with $4,900. That's the figure I needed to use. So let me recalculate. $4,900 times 12 months in a year. There we go. 58,000. 58,000. This is right now. This is what I'm looking for. 58,800. That is a full-time salary for a lot of people. By this happening once a month, That is taking the $1,900 out, folks, when we re-enter each time, once spot 7 is filled. Now, that's happening once a month. Okay? This is happening once a month. 12 months and a year, 58,000. Let's take it a step further. Let's say this happens once a week. So, 4,900 bucks times once a week, right? Times 52 weeks in a year is $254,000. $254,800. $254,000 and 800 bucks. $254,800. By you referring two people, Sue and Joe, that get two people. Once a week. Right there. Numbers don't lie. Let's take it a step further. And this will take a little bit of time, but let's say you make $4,900 per day. I did per month. I did per week. Now if you made $4,900 per day, okay, times 52, there's 365 days in a year. Now we need to subtract Sunday, because the mail don't go on Sunday, okay? The mail goes Monday through Saturday. So I took 365 days in a year, and I minused Sunday. And it leaves 313 days the mail goes. 6 days a week. So 313 days, because I've subtracted Sunday, the mail don't go on Sunday. 313 days, folks, the mail goes Monday through Saturday. 313 days times 4,900 times 313. Are you ready for this? 1,533,700. 1,533,700. Over 1.5 million a year. By you referring two people, Sue and Joe, Sue and Joe, Sue and Joe, Sue and Joe. And Sue gets two people in spots 4 and 5 in each of these 4 levels. And so does Joe and fills spots 6 and 7. And they re-enter each time spot 7 is filled in their pay line for each one of these 4 phases. 1.5 million. Over 1.5 million. 1,533,700. Now watch this. If 90% of this scenario failed, and went bust, you would still make $153,000 $370. $153,000. $153,370. If 90% of this goes bust, because you were smart enough to see that it's tax season, to get two people to see it's tax season, and it's the best time of the year to do this, okay? The right two people, and they do the same thing, get two people. So folks, with two people and 90% of this going bust, You just made over 150 grand, boys and girls, by 2 people, getting 2 people. And this can happen over and over again. Do you see the power of what I'm sharing with you? Okay? You can make $1,700 for each person that comes on your team on your pay lines in spots 4, 5, 6, and 7. For everyone that comes on your team on your pay line for $1,900, you're going to get $1,700. Folks, $1,700 and $1,700. If you refer 2 people a month on your pay line in each of these 4 levels, that's $3,400. With 2 people coming into positions 4, 5, 6, and 7 in each 4 of these levels on your team. One time out of pocket. Each time you do it again, you're working off your profit, not taking it out of your pocket. You can literally do this over and over and over again with the same 2 people. Teaching those 2 people to do it and finding 2 people. That's the power of what I'm sharing with you guys here today. And you don't need a ton of people to make this happen. It's the power of 2. To get more details on what this is, do yourself a favor. To get this flyer, there's 5 different ways to generate what I call finder's fees. This is not a business, this is a membership club. You're going to get benefits as a member for participating with this, okay? So your next step to get this flyer, to see how this hypothetical situation can work for you and your team, all you need to do is go down here in the description box below. My email is there. Go ahead and email me at successfreedomteam@gmail.com. That email's down below. Tell me the member ID number of the person that sent you to this video. And I will, on their behalf, the person who invited you, email you this flyer in an attachment to print out. If you don't have a computer, you can go to a local library, print it off from your email, or anywhere you have internet access, folks. Okay? I hope you've liked the video today. Save this video, bookmark it on your cell phone or your laptop computer. Share it with your members, people that you potentially want to bring on your team. Numbers don't lie, folks. You can potentially, with 2 people, make this happen. Okay? And if 90% goes bust, you're still making over $153,000. You can back the video up at any time. Take notes on this video. But it's Mike here. I am the monitor of this program. The difference between this and other things, you don't get paid one time off what you do with people you bring on your team. You can get paid over and over again. I hope you've liked this scenario, folks. Remember, numbers don't lie, okay? All you need is the right 2 people to get 2 people to make this happen in this scenario. I hope you've liked this training video. On this activity I've put together, this private offline mail order membership club. You can get the details of it by emailing me after this video right down below, and email me. And put the ID number of the person that referred you to this video. Okay, so they will have you on their team as a new member. And if nobody referred you, let me know that as well, and I'll tell you the ID number to join with. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, God bless, and have a super day. Bye for now.